WF representing Palace, so let's tell you about Palace. Rolling straight to the ceiling, crowns and crystals, top like journeys, dishing out malice. Hold up, South London's grandest, far from bandits. Anything earned for a goal of elevation, just passing the team over here might finish out. Bright future we can't vanish. SE25 any day, that's sellers. Rev up the engines, no more reverse reactions. Fan cans, bands on stream. Share up the team, support the dream team when Eagles fly, make noise and scheme. Dare to dream or dream to dare, taking a step to become supreme.
Just testing, because after what happened yesterday, can you hear me? Alrighty. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to another match preview. Obviously, we have Arsenal tomorrow in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup. I'm not gonna lie, still on the buzz from the weekend. If you haven't seen it, go off to the Palace YouTube channel. Make sure you watch Access All Areas. What a great video. All over. My bad. Either way, it doesn't matter. Watch it. Watch it. I'm gonna watch it again after this. JC, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm very good. Looking forward to the game tomorrow. Bearing in mind, if you are going, we will be there. Pretty much all of us will be there. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm looking forward to this game. You know, I'm not saying I'm weirdly confident because I'm not going into this game thinking that we're going to get anything. But, you know, Glasner said he's going for the cup. So all I can do is back the manager, because in his press conference there, I know we're going to talk about it a little bit later, but he said, you're playing him in the league and the cup. Which one would you rather win? My guy replied saying both. Big up him. But there was one thing that ruined my day today, though, Rich. Have you seen the colour of the ticket?
Yeah.
Brother, why have you got a green ticket?
It's nasty work.
Like a neon green ticket. It's awful.
You know what? We'll get our guest on, and we can actually. Okay, there's no QR code on that. We'll show him the colour of the ticket. We have to ask questions. It's horrible. It is really bad. But yeah, guys, if you are going to the game, come and say hello. Come and say hello. Granted, there's gonna be 6,000 of us, so you may not. You may not see us. If we had Mickey, you would definitely see blue hair, so that might have been a bit easier.
You just see a big forehead. Lack of hairline is crazy.
But yeah, no, obviously we'll be there. We're looking forward to it. But let's bring our guest on. There's a few things we have to definitely discuss. You don't know who this guy is. He's more than just a guest. He's a friend. He's family. Like, he's literally family to us. Really appreciate him. He's got a hat on, which means he hasn't got a haircut. What are you saying, T?
Hey, big up my brothers, man. Each and every time, Richard, JC, and everyone in the chat. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've had a proper chat and everything. And Nicky's in here as well. They were just talking about you. I'm sure we heard it. But I'm all good, brothers. How are you?
Can't complain.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
All I'm saying is
after a massive win, of course, against them.
Right. So just so you know, here's the stupid colour of your ticket. Oh, is it too?
Well,
it's too. That's how bright green it is.
Why is it green? Because the Carabao Cup, isn't it? Really?
Awful.
It's nasty. Yeah, I was just thinking, but Carabao Cup colours, isn't it? That's what we all think about the competition, man. It's just the colours, everything. Nah, not really. It's a big game. It's a big game.
Before we come to you and talk about that, Nicky, how you doing?
Ooh, muted.
Great chat.
Amateur move right there, Nicky.
Yeah,
come on.
Set up his microphone.
Great chat.
Oh,
yeah, great chat.
You think?
There you go. And he's frozen.
And he's frozen.
Great chat.
It's not a great start, Nicky.
In a bit.
All right, T. Look, obviously, I guess first things first. Obviously, your league form's taken a bit of a.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? It happens to me all the time, but people expect it from me. So when it
Yeah.
happens to someone else, it's actually quite funny. Hold on, Ricky, have you sorted out your mic?
I think so. Yes, there we are.
Whey!
Oh, team, I was going to pretend I
Oh,
didn't.
sorry. I'm sorry, man. I should.
I get rid of him as well.
Ricky, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you very much. Sorry I was late. Yeah, I think we're still riding high off of the great victory across the weekend. I think, as you said, we've watched literally every single bit of Palace content that's come out since Sunday. I think I've watched JC's vlog
I've watched
a
two.
couple times. Say again?
I've watched two Brighton vlogs as well.
I've watched a few as well.
Also, if you watch Access All Over, you can see me, Dan, and Chairman like quite
Yeah.
a lot.
Cameo roles. Yeah, yeah. And now we've got this back-to-back London derby. And there's things to be excited for.
Absolutely. So tell me, your form, a bit ropey. A bit ropey. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong, because you know your team better than we do. Gabriel Magalhaes, he's not been there for the last couple of games. I believe do you think that's had a major impact, or is it just maybe players are getting tired? Because I know like Saka plays nearly every game and stuff like that.
Yeah, Gabriel, he returned against Everton, in fact. So he was there for the Everton game. But yeah, you could definitely see him being a miss in as an aerial threat in the Fulham game, and even the game we won against Man United. We scored 2 set pieces there. I feel like if you had Gabriel, we might have scored about 3 more. That's not really been the main issue across Arsenal fans, especially in the last 2 games. It's more been with the attack, because what we've kind of seen from Arsenal since the return of the international break, Arsenal have dominated games. We started off with a flyer post-international break, beat Nottingham Forest, everything was looking good. We beat Sporting out there, and that was their first home defeat of the season and first defeat in a long time, in over a year, in that state, in their home ground. And then we went at West Ham, we scored 5 goals there, so everything was looking rosy until mainly it was that. Okay, there's murmurings about the Man United game, but the Man United game is when it really started in terms of the attack wasn't clicking as it was. But if you saw the shift in dominance of performance, Arsenal dominating possession, not letting many chances open. They didn't let any chances on our goal against Man United, apart from what Dalot had a little pop shot from distance that came from a spewed free kick. They had 6 touches in the box. Fulham, the Raul Jimenez goal was ridiculous. It was such a good, wonderful finish, but that was that one of 2 shots that they had in the game, and then Arsenal pinned them back, dominated in terms of possession there. But all the issues have kind of stemmed from is we've looked a little bit laboured in the attack, and I think there's a mixture of issues like what fans tend to do, and you've seen it within it happens with every fan base. When there's a little bit of bad form, people like to go to where they feel comfortable, like in terms of criticizing the team. Oh, it's down here, it's down the left-hand side, that's not working, it's the midfield, it's the right side's not clicking, Erdegaard's taking Saka's spaces, this, that, the other, we're getting Saka too wide and all sorts, and everyone's going there. But I think there's a mixture of the biggest one is there's a bit of fatigue in a lot of players' legs due to the injuries and suspensions that we got earlier in the season. Like I think we're the 4th most in terms of missing players within numbers of injuries and the days that they've missed. Of course, missing Erdegaard, we had an over-reliance on Saka, playing Declan Rice, and the likes of Saka and Rice have just come back. Well, they came back from the Euros, and you guys have seen that with Wharton, like when you have a little niggling injury that you're having to carry, and then until you was able to get him that surgery, you didn't see the best of him. You saw moments, and that's kind of what we've seen from Declan Rice. Saka's been playing excellently, but we didn't do great in the transfer market in terms of working on our deficiencies. Towards the end of last season, Trossard and Havertz hit some hot run of form. There was overperforming in terms of all the metrics. If Dan was here, he'd be talking about the XG and stuff. So there was overperforming in that sense. Trossard's a good finisher. Havertz found his form confidence, but they haven't quite been there. I think Havertz has been overplayed, to be honest, because I don't think he's a type of striker that you know, he's not an Erling Haaland or a Harry Kane. He's not the world-class level that you can rely on every week to give you goals, and you should be doing that. And even you've seen with Erling Haaland, he's probably been overplayed because they don't have Alvarez now. So even the top strikers need that. And the others is underperformances. When you look at Gabriel Jesus, you look at Gabriel Martinelli, especially down there. I don't think Marino, again, mixture with injuries as well, because he never had a preseason and he had that shoulder injury where he fractured it. We've just not really got going. And the last 2 games, I think Arteta as well has to take a bit of criticism because he's so focused on having control and dominance, and he's happy with that. He's willing to give up a little bit of that creativity. So we're not transitioning as well. In the opportunities that we get, we're a bit slow, we're a bit laboured. You can see players thinking, I don't want to take a risk here and give it away, because we've been burnt on a few occasions doing that, like Fulham's goal. And I don't think we should be having that mentality. We should be having the mentality, okay, if we don't score, if we give it away, and even if we do concede, that's okay. We're going to blow these teams away. We've got enough quality to get that. I don't feel like Arsenal have that confidence right now in front of goal. This is something that we went through in December last year. I'm sure you guys might remember West Ham. We battered them and we couldn't score. Fulham, we lost 2-1. We scored first in the opening minutes and then couldn't create anything all game after that. And then when we played Liverpool in the FA Cup, we lost 2-0 and we created plenty of chances. And it felt like we're never going to score again. We got problems everywhere. It doesn't look like anyone's going to score. Erdegaard's missing big chances. We over-reliant on Saka, which we felt like we were doing that again, and he's out in the wide areas. We're not having the overlap. We're missing a few players. I think it mainly impacts us in the defense. And again, this is why I'm glad I'm talking to you guys, because you guys felt that. And when we talk about Crystal Palace's turning form, for me, it's now because you're having that stability in that back line. And it sounds crazy because you think, well, having the stability in the defense is going to help you in the attack. But look, in terms of progressing the ball, you got Trevor Chalobah now, who's getting a consistent run of games. He's found his feet. Who never had a preseason and such himself. Who had to get minutes. Lacroix, Gay found him in a better position for him that suits his play style. And then you see in the likes of Daniel Munoz and Tyrick Mitchell having, not having to hold their hands of the defenders who are trying to build form, because you had a little bit of inconsistent with Richards and Riyad when he started the season and stuff. And now you're seeing that this defense gives you the platform to go on and go forward. I don't think Arsenal necessarily had that. We've had Timber. I love him to bits. We've had him on the right. When he plays on the right, he's phenomenal. He's brilliant defensively when he's on the left, but he's not as good going forward. We've had a little bit of change there. No Gabriel, as you mentioned, Rich. Saliba playing every game. Missed him in the big game against Liverpool too because of a suspension. Ben White's been injured. No Tomiyasu, and no Calafiori, who I think is a big miss on that left. So a combination of things, but mainly just the attack for Arsenal. It's a little bit lacking at the moment. Confidence and fluidity.
I appreciate that. Casey, let's run through some comments, and then Nick, if you get some of the main points from Glasner's press already, and then we'll go into that. But don't get it twisted, T. We do need to speak on a certain number 9.
Of course we will. This is interesting.
I remember a certain Discord call where he was like, Nketiah will be good for you guys,
Hey. We'll get to it.
The big up the dog. Bright fan came on the preview thinking he would win. What a waste, man. What's up, people? What's up, Palace fan? Big up Animal. Big up again. Big up Sean. What's up, guys? I'm nervous but happy. There's no need to be nervous, man. Go into this game just thinking, Rav, enjoy the game, man.
Enjoy the game.
Have we retired Dunk? I hope so. Palace boys, we're on a bender.
Busted anyway.
We are not singing the rest of that because that's the end of the channel. Big up Durfez. Nicky speaking facts when he wasn't speaking at all.
Yep.
Green for the Carabao Cup. Nicky B. Miming. UK Pat, big up, saying big up Rich, the GOAT, Hagrid and Harry Potter's love child, and Tariq.
I'm surprised he's not sent for me there.
He only ever sends for me.
He only sends for me.
He had a pop at me the other day, but he simmered down. Big up
Moss.
Big up
It's Moss. Yeah.
Who replaces Munoz because he's suspended for both the cup and the league game.
Yeah,
We'll talk about that later, but
We'll talk about that. Yeah.
very quick one. It'll be Klein. And Arsenal's biggest win was getting 30 million from Eddie Nketiah this year.
I hear that, chairman. Oh, you know what? Look, it looks like a good price now. To be fair, like, but hey,
Yeah.
It was overpriced.
And
20 for him a few years ago.
yeah,
I see in the comments there, T, that you're getting called Mbuemo.
I know. Yeah, the beard of Mbemo. I need to take the hat off, man. I got a better hairline than Mbemo, though. You know what I mean?
We'll never know because the hat's on.
Oh man, you get me tempted. My hair's
Allegations.
Has your hair grown?
Yeah, you can see it out here, can't you? See it?
Be shy.
Nah, I can't. That's a mess. When it's
He
grown,
got, you know what happened? He got the
Wait.
sides faded, and that's it. He didn't do nothing
He
else.
goes, that's a mess. Have you not seen this?
nah, that's good though, man. You look calm. Nah, this is a madness.
And don't get me started on Nikki. Anyway, joke.
Look at how far back that new
Yeah,
road goes.
yeah, we didn't. It's only just I've only just washed this, so it needs to dry. Right, is that all the comments? Should we talk
Sitting
about
here with a
Glasgow's
wet
stuff?
head. Pause.
Yeah,
Headphones with wet hair is criminal.
no, the headphones are on top of my hairband.
Catch a cold.
Hey, you need
I've
to
already
dry
got
your hair,
one.
man.
I've
Oh,
already got one. It's fine.
Nikki, you gotta think this time of year, man. You don't want to be giving.
You've got to dry your hair.
I'm fine. Let's carry on. Don't worry about me. Bye.
He's like, take the attention from me. Let's get back to Nketiah.
Exactly.
Come on, Glasner. What's he said?
Right, so he was full of praise for the goalkeeper group. First off, he hasn't given any indication as to who is starting, Hendo, Turner, or Matthews. Let's not even go there.
Please start Turner. Thank you.
We have a few fitness concerns. So JP Mateta, quote, is okay. Eze might look like he's got a bit of a knock. Glasner said we will take the final decision tomorrow. That being tomorrow. But it looks quite good. Yes, he got. Yep, he's got a hit on the top of his foot and it's swollen. But he could do a little bit of training today. Adam Wharton cannot train with us. It looks like it is a few more
He's out
weeks.
for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
I think we can take that as a ruling out until January. I think the best probably time to bring him back, Stockport at home for the FA Cup. We know, of course, Daniel Munoz is suspended from yellow cards in the Norwich and Villa games respectively, and then he'll also miss out on the weekend as well. So he gets a nice little week off. And it is probable that we could see Eddie Nketiah start, though I really, really, really hope not.
You know what? That's a good segue. Let's talk about NK. Here's why I will start him, because it sounds mad. You're gonna call me crazy because I don't think we should move Ismail Assar from where he's playing because he's been playing well. I'd rather trust him at right wing back than Kleiny. I personally want Caleb Kapora to start, but I don't think that would happen. But anyway, so Eddie Nketiah. JC, talk to our boy.
There's not much to say, really. £30 million and you haven't scored a goal yet in the Premier League. You may have scored in the Cup, so that might be, his way in here. But £30 million and T, something that you've said to me quite a few times on FIFA, lack of confidence up front with this guy, man. What was that finish? Or what was that attempted finish against Brighton? Yeah. All he had to do was go around the keeper. I would have rathered him strike the ball normally and it go wide, but dinking it and then it go wide as well.
Not dinking, scooping.
He tried to dink it because you stab the ball, as Rich said.
But this was
he scooped it, bruv. No pace, no end product. I will say the caveat that I think that was probably his best game in a Palace shirt as well, because he was mobile, he was winning fouls, he was linking up the play, he was getting into good positions. Yeah, and the assist to get to beat Lewis Dunk in the air. Granted, Dunk is awful, but still, someone of his stature to beat a centre back in the air and also to lay it on to Sarr to then go and finish it. It's it's almost like I'm talking about Ayu again. He can't score, but he seems to do everything else okay. But he's not quite Ayu level yet.
No.
So it's definitely a £30 million downgrade on Ayu at the moment.
And just quickly to add to that, I will caveat that I think he's had 3 games in this natural position. But anyway, T, let's hear from an your perspective on Eddie Nketiah, obviously as an Arsenal fan.
See, I'll be keeping a close eye on him because of you, brothers, as well, because of what I said to you, and I feel like I needed to bang for that for the hype that I gave.
Can I just say that Crab's always on this thing of, we robbed you.
Yeah, he's always been on that. He has always been on that. I did think it was time for Eddie to go from Arsenal just because of what Arsenal require from their number 9. Like, the thing is, when I've seen him in flashes and moments, I've been impressed. Like, I remember watching the Forest game with you guys. I mean, that was a pretty boring game, but there was one turn that he did on the wing out wide. Do you remember it? And he did really well, but it just kind of seems to lack that little bit of confidence and sharpness right now in front of goal. And I do think as well, in terms of his start, because we are still quite early into his Palace career, he didn't have a pre-season at Arsenal because Arsenal were trying to sell him to Marseille, then Forest, and then you guys came. So that doesn't help. He didn't have any sharpness built there. He's starting to build it with you guys. He got more, in the Carabao Cup, he scored your only goal against QPR. And then he was played out of position. Again, because of Palace's start to the season, I don't think that helps. And then him playing out there, trying to get used to being almost that wide forward /10 position. And that's definitely not what I pictured him going to Palace for. I thought maybe he would be like a good replacement in terms of Mateta, not start ahead of him because they're 2 different strikers. Just physically, you can look at them, but maybe you can put him up top with Mateta and do like a 3-5-2 situation. Maybe have 110 in Eze in behind who floats, and you keep the width from your wing backs, and then you have him like drift left from time to time or right, vice versa, and be a little bit more central. But it's been a bit more wide. He's again, I've seen little bits of flashes, like against Tottenham, where Van der Ven should have got sent off in that situation. But he lacked that little bit. Oh, was it Sar? Was it? Oh,
racism.
Yeah, but yeah. So he's trying
to proper give him brownie points for no reason.
Exactly. I tried it, man. I tried it, but I think it will get there. I think with him, he's a striker that seems like you know how strikers are. So runner goals. You guys remember Mateta at the beginning of his Palace career? I know it was a lot less money, so there's a lot less expectation, and he come from a different league. But strikers always take a run of goals. Rich, you know that. You've played in terms of that. And even when we play FIFA, you guys have seen that. Sometimes it takes that, when we've had that bad run of form in front of goal, you just need it. But
I get shifted out wide quick.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what Eddie's done. That's what has happened. You get out wide, lad, because you're not quite doing it yet. I think his overall game is improved a little bit since Arsenal, to be honest, because his hold-up play and his whole link-up play with us, I thought that was his worst part of his game and why he couldn't be a focal point at Arsenal. I've seen a little bit of an improvement with that. He looks a little bit physically stronger in the duels. One thing that really frustrates me with him, and this is a little thing as well, but you guys may as well notice it. When he comes on a substitute, I don't know if he's done it with you guys yet. He always fouls the centre-backs in needless positions. He always used to do that. And it was, in the position where you say, no foul, no foul. Don't let him out. Don't give him an easy way out. Eddie Nketiah does that. And that really frustrated me. But his main thing is getting him in the box. After, it sounds mad saying that, after what he done on the weekend, he is a box striker. In this competition, he scored quite a few goals against decent level opposition. I don't know how many it is, but I know he scored his hat trick in this competition. He scored his first goal for you guys in this competition. He scored quite a few goals for us over the years in this competition. So I think it's one of them. It's going to be a slow burner. He's got an England cap under his belt as well. I think he will prove a decent striker. Whether he becomes the main number 9, I'm not too sure, because I think in a modern day, especially in this system, you do need to have that physical play. you do need a physical striker. Everyone goes for the physical strikers now in terms of what everyone wants. You want someone who's athletic, who can hold up the ball mainly, and in link with others. Eddie, get him in the box, creating chances for him. Your wing backs are performing better. I know Munoz is going to be missing in this one, but Eze improved a little bit as well. He played quite well against Brighton, I thought. So, yeah.
JC shook his head like, what? No.
No, you didn't think so? I thought it was a little bit better than when he was in the Ipswich.
Mookie, what's your thoughts on Eddie Nketiah so far?
So,
I mean, I don't really know. He has flashes of good, like we see. What's the word? Promising. We see promising times with him, but then he goes and does what he did at Brighton. So I think the lack of confidence, he just needs a game in which to thrive on, kick on, and get a few goals under his belt. Now, that's easier said than done, obviously, in the grand scheme of things. If that was every single player, well, the scorelines would be ridiculous. But I think now is probably the opportune time for our players who are lacking confidence, our Nketiahs, maybe even Kamada. This is the game to really here, look, we've got a free shot here. We're in a quarter final. I think that's pretty decent enough to go on. Yeah, I think with Nketiah, it is just maybe he needs Mateta up there. So, like Tariq said, playing in a 3-5-2 formation, perhaps having that partnership starting up front with Mateta is going to give him that experience.
I think.
Yeah, I don't know if.
Oh no, I thought T went because he was just frozen.
Oh, was I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Do you think he starts tomorrow, JC? In any position up in the front line?
I mean, it depends, because from what I read of Glasner's comments, he said if someone's tired, they're not going to play. So who is tired? That's the question I'm going to ask. If Eze's tired or Eze's injured, I would slightly change the formation. I would go more as T said, sort of like a 5-3-2, and then have Star up front with Mateta. Basically, play exactly how we played against Villa. We had 3 flat, put Devaney back in there again. But would I replace Mateta for Sarr? Probably not, because Glasner said Mateta's okay to play. But I also think that you have to keep one eye on the league game, because even though I don't expect anything from either game, I would still not want to put out a rubbish team in the league. And I feel like it depends on what Glasner, what means more to Glasner. Does a cup run mean more to Glasner, or does potentially getting another point on the board matter more to Glasner? Because depending on what he thinks, and I would say he's going to sway on the side of going for the cup, I think that's the game that you'll see. But if you're going to start Eddie in one of them, if he wants to go for the cup, he's going to start Mateta in the cup. He'll start Nketiah in the league.
Yeah, I agree with that. Just quickly,
You don't think he'll start Eddie in either? What God, sorry, Nicky?
I say if he was going to.
We've said in previous cup previews, even last season when Glasner joined, that he does want to go for domestic competitions. We've seen this with how strong the lineups have been against Norwich, QPR, Villa, respectively. So I think the chance to go on for a cup, granted we've got the FA Cup and we've got an easy draw next month against Stockport County, and then whoever we get on after that, should we go on. But I think this is a perfect opportunity to be like, do you know what? Anything can happen in 90 minutes. Why not we go for it? Because, we could get a lock of the draw if we win for January in a 2-leg semi-final. It could happen. So I think
still do the 2-leg for the Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
I thought
it's still a two.
I thought they were scrapping it.
Yeah,
I was hoping they would. But nah.
only the semi-final is
It's a
is 2
two-legger.
legs.
Yeah.
First. All right, JC, let's have a few more comments and we'll do the combined 11.
Yeah, let's go back. Eddie stinks the place out. Nketiah is a good substitute who can provide energy when Mateta gets tired, but 30 million is Benteke money, so I probably overpaid if we go one up top, but it does enable us to go two up top if we want to. Still an expensive option. What was the 30 million based on? I don't even know. Nketiah needs to tuck in his shirt. It worked for JP, so why wouldn't it work for him? And also, he's come from Arsenal. He wants to be Henry, so why not? You could give it a go. Wasn't he number 14 with you guys, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He was on number 14.
That's a bit of a melty number, to be fair, isn't it?
Is it Mateta 14?
Yeah. I mean, it's a bit of a mad number for Arsenal to give him a number like that.
But we gave it to Walcott before, so and Walcott's better than Nketiah,
Walcott
not
after.
Henry. Yeah.
But you're 4 foot tall. In FIFA, I'm 6'4", so it's fine.
You can't escape this, though, can you, JC, man? It's mad.
I can't. It's a fact of life. But in the game, I'm 6'4", so you can't step to me. Kapoor should get a start. He's more attacking. Why buy Prem strikers that can't cut it anywhere else? Better and cheaper options to buy players, especially strikers from other leagues. I mean, one thing that I've always said, I think even before I was on the channel, if you're buying from a team in the top 6, if that player can't perform in a top 6 team, why do you think they'll perform in a Palace team? Because if they can't perform when they've got service and they're playing with some like internationals in every single position, some of the best players in all of the Premier League, and you still can't perform, how the hell do you think that they'll do well in a team not as good, not getting as much service? Are they going to work harder? Doubt it. That's how I've always seen it.
For me, because again, like when you're playing in the top 6 teams, like especially like how Arsenal at the moment, we come up against low blocks every week. Every week we come up against a team that's a settled defense. When they're planning for Arsenal, they're planning to shut down the wide areas. Well, no, let the ball go out wide and pack the central areas. With you guys, there is a little bit more space on the transition, just because of how, like even your playing style, you're a bit more intense in terms of how you press, a bit more aggressive in terms of how you go forward. That's the Glasner style of play, and Bundesliga, but German Austrian type play that is. So I think that suits Eddie Nketiah's game a little bit more. He's going to get a little bit more space in and around the box when you do get it in there. And his movement's very intelligent. It's just, you guys saw it. I think when we played you last season, was it last season when he missed a big opportunity at Selhurst Park? I thought he played quite well, but he's sometimes he lacks that finish, and he's a runner game striker. That's literally what he is. Like that's why he's not good enough to play for Arsenal, because he didn't score like what he'll score like 5 in 10 in 10 games. Like, that's decent. That's a 1 in 2 ratio. Then go on a massive goal drought. Like for Arsenal, I think his last goal was against like Sheffield United or PSV. It was PSV, and that was in November. And he played games after that, but didn't score again until the rest of the season.
But what I would say in counter to that is, if you play for a team like Palace, you're not going to be getting 10 chances a game.
He didn't get 10 chances a game at Arsenal. That's just
a fact, and we're seeing it now. He hasn't scored in the league. How many shots has he had? I don't know. It's probably quite a few, but they're all from really long range, because he's not actually doing that smart movement that he's allowed to do because he's got better players around him.
But he's not
other players can make something happen. He can find himself in a nice spot. But in our team, he's got to try and make space and help someone to then get in the box. So he's got more steps behind it. So I don't see it working. But that, for me, that's just how I see it when it comes to a player from a bigger club stepping down. It hardly ever works. 6'4" going to the wing. I've been cussed about that as well, but it works. The only wing the goat knows is from Morley's. Tough match. Hopefully we can win, and cup is more important as there's greater chances for the game to matter. All right, T. It's now your time for the combined 11. So we've done this before many times. So you're gonna pick the formation. You're gonna pick the team, but this time it's fair game. If you're in the squad, you can pick them. If they're injured, if they're suspended, don't matter. You can pick them, but you still have to do at least 3 players from each team. So, what formation do you want?
Listen, I'll be right back. I'm just relocating.
Ooh, what formation?
Man's getting evicted.
We both play quite different ones. Would you reckon a 4-4-2? Should we keep it at that? Because we don't play a similar formation, do we?
No, we play 3 at the back.
Yeah, exactly.
You kind of play 3 at the back, but you do
in possession.
You do invert, and that just kills my mind. Awful.
We change formation a lot throughout a game. Yeah, it's mad.
In goal.
David Raya, surely. Yeah, has to be. I don't think he'll play tomorrow. I think we'll play Tommy Setford, a young 18-year-old keeper. Although, having said that, we have to give our props to Henderson because he's played quite well.
Hendinho.
Yeah, he's passionate as I've been seeing all the clips on socials because of you, man. Because I follow you, man, on Twitter and that. So I'm seeing all the tapping of it, like loving the badge, doing all of the dancing, eagles, all of that. So yeah, he's been quality for you. He's in my FPL team. I wish he could keep more clean sheets, but he's getting the good save points.
Left back.
Oh, should we give it Tyreek Mitchell? Because Arsenal don't really have a consistent left back this season. If Calafiori played more games, I definitely would have put him up there. But I do like Mitchell. How do you guys feel about Mitchell going forward now? Because you obviously got the assist for Sarr on the weekend.
I'll let Nicky answer it, but I'm going to say that cross was luck. The cross was luck.
I have found Mitchell's form as of late really, really good. There's still a few little mistakes here and there. You know, there's some things that will, have to be picked up on. But for the most part, he is doing really, really well. It's just a shame that, he's not really trusted by Eze, who predominantly plays on the left-hand side as well. I think if that partnership was, as good as it can get, well,
yeah. I think what I would also say on top of that is Mitchell's great defending. We all know this. I think that's very widely renowned that he's a very good defender, but not very good going forward. Granted, he's been better in the last few games, but that's because our centre-back's been so good, he doesn't have to think about holding back. But what I would also say is that his crossing is awful.
Okay.
That cross that was a peach against Brighton was an absolute fluke, because the amount of times that this guy has done dreadful crosses, it's about time he had one that was good. Like literally after that cross, there was a few after in the same game that if Nketiah was 50 foot tall, he still ain't reaching it. Like that's how mad his crossing is. So Mitchell's
I've got a suggestion then. How about we put Timber at left back and we put Daniel Munoz at right back? How about that? Yeah, because I definitely have been more impressed with Munoz this season, even though he's missed big chances. But the fact that he's getting there on a consistent basis is pretty impressive. He scored the goal against Man City, of course. But I remember
ever since he scored, he should have scored every game since.
It's ridiculous how good he's been going forward whenever I watch you play. I know.
Still do not know how he's
getting into dangerous areas. And the way you describe Mitchell is kind of how I describe Timber at left back. I think he's decent going forward, but because he's not on his natural side, it's just not the same. He's always coming inside, and we have 3 right footers playing on the left, so it doesn't help.
Who do you want your centre backs to be?
Gotta be Saliba, and then who I'll let you guys.
What side do you want Saliba?
This is depending on who you're gonna pick. I want you to pick the other one now.
Okay,
of course, because he's incredible. The way that he just dominates his 1v1s, he's like a mini Saliba. I mean, they look similar.
This should be France's starting centre back duo.
Hey, don't you can't.
tournament.
If Liverpool fans are in here, they're gonna cuss you out, bro.
So no Gabriel.
Nah, because he's been injured, hasn't he? But Gabriel's been very good. Don't get me wrong. But I feel like I have to give credit to Lacroix or Lacroix, man. For me, 1v1, brilliant. We spoke about that when you signed him too. Hey, where's my flowers? I said he was gonna be good for you guys. I know he didn't come from Arsenal, but I said that because he's very athletic.
We knew this already, so don't try to claim that one.
Oh, you see that?
You sold us a dud.
But nah, he's
I swear you were the same guy that said, "Oh, you shouldn't have sold Anderson," you know.
I don't. Hey, I don't think you should have. But
he's stinking the place out of Fulham right now.
He's injured. Hey, that's what he is. So, but nah, Lacroix's been quality.
Right. Who do you want wide left?
Can we change it to a 4-3-3 now? Because I don't want to put two strikers up there.
Yeah. What's 4-3-3? Am I blind?
The formation. He's
there.
Okay, perfect. I want to put. Let's put Will Hughes in, because guys, listen, he's been pretty good. That City game, out of this world, how good he's been. I've been very impressed with Will Hughes. We spoke about it on Twitter as well, JC, didn't we? In terms of how good he's been and the flashes that he's shown. So Will Hughes definitely gets in for me. Ooh, I think Rice in recent form, it took very slow to start the season. Playing with that broken toe didn't help, but I think he's been very good of late. So Declan Rice into that 6 role. And then, Ødegaard did play well when he came back from his injury, but last few games not been anywhere near his best. Since Man United, since he had his baby, his first child, Rich, you'll know about that. He's struggling. He's struggling at the moment. with them early mornings thing.
I still performed, so just saying.
Hey, no excuses for Ødegaard then. So yeah, who's the Palace contender for this position? Lerma, would you say?
We only play 2 midfielders really, so it's probably...
play Ødegaard. I would say even put him in the 10, and play Hughes and Rice if you want to do that as a double pivot.
Yeah, go on, let's do that then. Yeah, Ødegaard in the 10.
Now, to be honest, when he came back, the first 2 games, I watched him close. Like the way he manipulates the football is stupid.
Yeah,
like I was like, no, this guy actually he filth.
Yeah, it's the way he turns, like he's so slick on a 360. It's mad. Like he can spot anything and he can get the ball out in any way to the wide players. But yeah, I love Ødegaard. Who is on form, he hasn't been of late. But yeah, I think that's the strong midfield. The front three, but Bukayo Saka has to be on the right. Oh my days, how good he's been this season. If it weren't for Saka, he's got 80% of Arsenal's goal contributions this season. 80. That is ridiculous how good he has been.
I mean, let's say this was a hypothetical, yeah? Let's say Michael Olise was doing what he's doing at Bayern, but he's still here. Then is there definitely a conversation there? Nah,
not really.
Yeah, 100% there is.
Nah, not really. Not how good Saka's been this season. I don't think there is. Look at his output. He's got like 20 GL already.
Saka's been moving mad this year.
20 goals in a season.
To be fair, Michael's got 16 at the moment.
And he played in the Bundesliga at Arsenal. We've seen with Saka how poor we've been without Ødegaard, and we've missed him for the majority of the season. So Saka, the only reason why our attack looks any decent and why we've scored so many goals. Yeah, definitely for me.
On the left. Don't put Eze in. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, it stinks.
I've got a shout for someone, by the way.
Ashag Benone. Is it?
No. I wish it was him. He needs more minutes.
He's your shout.
And it's not even an Arsenal player. It's Ismail Assar. And I know he doesn't play on that side, but he has to get in this side. I'm sorry. It can't be Martinelli.
No, can't be Trossard. Can't be Eze.
Jeffrey Schlatt.
Oh gosh. Yeah, we'll give it to Salah. I don't think he's great on the left. I think he's too because he's so one-footed. Yeah, I think you need him on the right, play it going inside a little bit. But yeah, he has been good for you guys. Definitely been a threat going forward. You a good decent signing.
We have an argument for a striker too.
I think we do.
100%. Well, again, Havertz has been last few
been
games
all right.
been great. Hasn't been great last few games, but I think he started.
But he started off bright, didn't he?
Yeah, he's got 10 goals. He's our top goal scorer for us in all comps this season. How many goals did Mateta got? Because Mateta's been good. He didn't start great, but he's been good of late.
He had no break.
Yeah, I know.
4 goals.
4 goals. Okay. Well, I'd still go Havertz, but I wouldn't mind Mateta. Yeah. We'll give it Havertz. Doesn't take pens or anything either. So, fair play. But yeah, decent team. I think how in terms of players they've performed. Won't mind a Daniel Munoz in this team. Or a Lacroix, actually. Very strong. Would you say both teams are stronger defensively than they are going forward?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
100%. So that looks like a 0-0 for one of these games, and at the very least.
I really do not need this to go to penalties.
I'm sure I heard that if the cup game ends 0-0, it goes straight to pens.
Straight to pens.
It is straight to pens. There is no extra time in the Carabao Cup.
I tell you what, that'd be sick. At the pens on the Palace end.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's one thing I wanted to ask you, T. T, how does it feel that Arsenal's ultras, let's say, got shifted so Palace can put our ultras in there instead?
It's a joke, man. Nah, but you guys are the real ultras in it of London. I have to give you that. Ours is we're new. I think we've only been there for 3-4 seasons now.
They only chill in the tunnel, so it sounds louder.
See this. Ultras, yeah. You guys have had your ultras for how many years?
We not call them ultras because I don't know what your ones are, man. They're just like call them a school band.
Marching band.
Leave Ashburton Army, man. They're decent. When me and Moss went to the game, actually, they were very friendly in that. And making new chants, and now we sing them. Thanks to them. What was you going to say, Nicky? Nicky, you're dying to say something.
I was going to ask you. I was going to ask. Arteta was defending what he said lately about the Community Shield. He's not won 1 trophy. He's won 3. Mm-hmm. I need to quickly ask you because I've been talking to my Arsenal friends here today. Do you count the Community Shield as a trophy?
It's a trophy. It's not a major trophy because should I tell you why? Not just Jose Mourinho. If you go on Manchester United or Liverpool's page and you look at their major honours, they put the Community Shield there. Actually, when they were doing Liverpool, when they were doing a thank you post for Jurgen Klopp, they put the Community Shield in front of the League Cup. They put it there. So they do. So these clubs, I think it's England. We have to be honest, Nicky. Definitely in here it's disrespected. But if you go to Spain, Italy, France, that's a major trophy. It's called because it's branded as a Super Cup. That's why. That's what it is. We're here. It's a charity shield because of the branding. Charity. Oh yeah. Remember McDonald's used to sponsor it and that. So it's not really taken seriously. And teams rotate a little bit because it's more of a pre-season type of game. But over in other European nations, that's why I look at Arteta. I know he's been in England a long time, so he's got a better understanding of things. But again, from the countries and cultures that they're from, it's a completely different trophy. But I hear the banter from fans. It's not a major one. It's not a major one.
I would say it is depending on your view of football and, of course, your team. Because of Leicester, they can that they've obviously won it, and they celebrated like it was a cup final, which it is. So, but yeah, I just wanted to get another Arsenal fan's opinion.
Yeah. But he also said after the clip, he said we do want to win the major ones. We want to win the bigger trophies, he said. So I got to give him
that case. Do you think you're going to rotate?
Oh, 100%. yeah, we're going to rotate. I don't think it makes sense for Palace to rotate too much. I really don't, because because the Champions League has killed us in a lot of these games. Playing so many, we still got 2 more to play.
I think there was a question earlier. Would you expect to see? What is he doing?
What are you looking at?
JC, you're right there.
I've just seen something in someone's background.
What have you seen? Oh, what are you?
You
That
see
blue
it,
team,
bro?
that blue one. What's that?
Oh, it's the Smurf. Oh, it's the Smurf I won at Winter Wonderland.
I thought it's something else, man. You see,
Yeah.
see how it's
You lot
poking?
are weird, man.
Oh, so I
Y'all are
didn't-
some weird people. My God.
Oh man, JC, you threw us off a tangent there. What was we saying about rotation? It was Nicky.
I was gonna ask the question. Would you expect to see Uwanyeri and Miles Lewis Skelly play tomorrow?
Yeah, 100% right. Yeah, definitely in Wanyeri. I think we'll see Miles as well. There's rumors. There's rumors. I don't know.
So, Smurf is it, by the way?
Can you confirm it's a Smurf?
Yes.
I don't think we want to.
It's not Papa Smurf because we call him Daddy.
It's Papa Smurf.
Oh gosh. But there are rumors.
Palace Smurf.
that
Papa Smurf. It's crazy.
It's coming. Oh no, not this again.
Max Dowman, you guys wouldn't have heard of him, probably not. Trained with the first team today, and he wasn't in the under-21 squad, which he's been playing for the under-21s a bit recently. And the reason why I mentioned his name, he's 14, and he could be in the squad. He was training with the first team today. He's played with the under-21s a few times this season, and he's 14 years of age, and he could be in the squad. I don't know though, because he's probably past his bedtime. Like, let's be honest, the kickoff. But
Is that even allowed?
Jack Porter, he played for us against Bolton, and he's 16, and he's only just turned 16. So, yeah, I think that's.
But like, I swear there is like legislation that
No,
that can't happen, because he'll be going up against like mid-20s, late 20s.
I'm not 100% sure, because remember when Karamoko Dembele was playing like for Celtic at like 13, 14, he was allowed to play then, unless they've changed him now. But
I think he was like 15, wasn't he?
That will be Will Hughes' trademark yellow card right there. Just sees him on the face, kind of take him out.
Welcome. Could that be classed as child abuse?
Yeah, it's true. It's like, because even 1 year he couldn't. I don't know if he can now. Actually, maybe he can, but he couldn't be in the same changing room as the first team. Like, so he definitely wouldn't be allowed to be in the same changing room as the men's. He'll have to get changed somewhere else. But yeah, we could be playing a 14-year-old tomorrow, or at least be in the squad. That'll be interesting.
Well, we've got a similar situation with Kayla Kapoha. Obviously, he's been noted that he hasn't trained with the under-21s. So could very well be the Munoz replacement. Could, I stress. Yeah.
Wow.
It'll be Klein.
It will be Klein, but I think we could very well expect to see Kapoha make an appearance. I think a substitute at some point. He could come on.
I think what I'd say is Klein will start. Klein's only going to last 60, 70 max. Depending on what's happening in the game, if we're losing and we need to get a goal back, Kapoor will come on. If we're winning or, we're looking to hold out for pens, Ward will come on. That's what will happen.
I think Klein might even be brought on at half time.
For who?
For Kapoha may be brought on Klein at half time, because Klein has not been getting a lot of minutes. I think there's a lot of to run off of that. So, but I think you're all right, JC. It does depend on what's happening inside the game and at what points.
Yeah, it's. I think that Munoz is a massive miss because I think in a especially a wing back system, like 3 at the back, wing backs are probably the most important players in terms of making the system work. You're seeing it, and I think the same happens like Man United until they get a proper wing backs, they're not going to be like a top team yet. So yeah, I think Munoz is a huge miss, and we're seeing it as you guys said. He should have scored in every game.
I'm not ruling out Ismail Sarr playing there.
Yeah,
I'm not ruling it out.
He did it against Liverpool, didn't he?
Yeah.
True. It makes more sense actually from a tactical point of view than Klein, because Klein's definitely more like defensive minded, right back, traditional. Yeah, interesting. But should be an good game. If Palace fans, if I was to ask you, I think I know the answer already. If you could win one game, which one would it be? The league or the cup one?
Up for me.
League.
I'm gonna split the difference there. Cup.
Yeah. If it's Arsenal, if we had to win, if we can only win one, definitely the league. You can definitely 100%. But we need to stay within touch. But yeah, playing each other twice, that's very weird, isn't it? It's not normal.
That's some football manager settings, bro.
All I'm saying is we did the exact same thing against Man U last year.
Did you? Oh,
Same
you did,
thing.
yeah. I forgot. You beat
They
beat you in the cup 3-0.
Yeah, we lost in the cup 3-0. We beat them 1-0.
Oh, don't do that again. Don't do that again.
You know, just quickly, JC, if you can bring back up the starting 11 thing, let's quickly build what 11 we think we should have. Like, let's try and agree on 11 that we think should play for Palace, and then we'll do score predictions and wrap up.
Yeah, sure. So
I'll be honest with you. I don't want Dean Henderson resting. I'm sorry.
No.
I don't want to see Matt Turner in goal. So I'd rather Henderson start. Of course you do.
I think Turner will start because he has played in the last game, didn't they?
He did, yeah.
Bro, these ads need to disappear, man.
Hey,
Go away.
Listerine.
Goodbye. Mitchell here. Because we've got no other left backs.
Yeah, we've got no one else here.
Change of formation.
I think we'll go same back line. Chalobah or Richards?
That's what I was going to ask.
I'm going to say Richards.
Oh, I'd play Chalobah.
I'd say Richards. Only because I think this is an opportune time to allow some players who have been off for some time to get some minutes and maybe, kick on a little bit, make a case for themselves.
Could Chalobah play right wing back?
Nah,
not as a wing back. As a right back in the back four. Yeah,
he's played. Yeah, he's played as a right back many years ago. But I think he was. I don't even think that was under Chelsea. I think that was under when he was on loan.
The reason why I definitely won't play Richards is because you've already made one change in terms of forced with the
defense. Yeah. That's a good point.
You want to change a whole side, do you? Really?
Yeah, you don't want to make too many changes.
Point.
I think this might be Decore. Now I've been wanting Hughes to start a lot of games. I think this will be the game that we should rest him.
So no Hughes.
I think we should rest him for.
He's played 3 games a week for the last 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and he started and played the full 90 as well in all those games. So I reckon it's probably about time.
Fairs.
This is where it gets a bit tricky. So now now with the news of Eze with his foot.
I think it'll be Nketiah.
On the left.
I don't think so. I think it'll be Kamada. If Eze's not playing, if it's not Eze, it'll be Kamada.
I wouldn't be mad at that because Kamada's got a knack at scoring against Arsenal.
You sacked Emery? Yeah, good point. Scored a brace.
But then who plays up top?
JP.
Mateta. If Glasner wants the cup, it'll be Mateta.
Mm-hmm.
If you played Eddie and Nketiah up front, I think that'd be baby food. Like it started him anyway.
Oh, Defeni.
I was about to
Oh.
say, yeah.
Because for me, I said it to you guys earlier, I would play that.
That might turn into that anyway, JC, depending on how the game goes.
Yeah, I think it will.
Kamada drifts too far forwards.
Because you,
He's
'cause you-
rubbish.
you're not gonna
Kamada's
really want-
rubbish in the 8. Like
Yeah,
really
but
bad.
if we play that formation, then Kamada has to change for Deveni.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's what I would say. If we do this, Kamada would be Deveni. It wouldn't be Kamada.
I'm not gonna lie. So I've just literally just been rereading the team news article on the Palace app, and when just focusing on the goalkeepers, Glasner is quoted as saying, "Whoever plays has our confidence and will be a good goalkeeper for us." I might be reading too far into that, but I don't think this bodes well for Hendo. I think he's getting swapped out for Turner, or I'm just reading too far into it.
Or Remy Matthews.
Oh gosh.
Because I'm
Maybe
thinking
I think we need to bring that Listerine advert back up because wash your mouth out.
because one of
sorry.
one of the one of the weaknesses in Arsenal's defense, if you see with the Fulham goal as well, and a Liverpool scored a goal very similar to it, is down our left little channel, down our left channel when Kivior plays, because I believe Kivior will start anyway.
Please.
Sar will rinse that.
Please,
So put
please.
put some speed, because obviously I don't think Kivior is a bad player, but he's just hesitate personality. You know what I think really about Kivior, but
Like Kiwi fruit is terrible.
But he's just personality is not good enough for Arsenal. You see, he just hesitates. Like he had a very good game against Man United, but then against Fulham, hesitation and then goal because of that. Because of him just not making a decision. Commit to go forward or commit to drop back. Just do one of them. You did nothing. You stood there, and if you do that with Sarr, he's not catching Sarr up.
To be fair, I don't think he's catching Sarr up at the best of times. Sarr is rapid,
Isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I know. But yeah, so that's why I would probably do the same thing, guys. Yeah, and just shift around there. Maybe even, I know it sounds mad, but maybe even put Lerma in terms of where Deveni is, just so you can like triple up on Saka if Saka starts, because that works for everyone else. Because that's the only bit of threat we have is down there. I mean, Martinelli couldn't take on a 39-year-old Ashley Young, so Klein will be fine.
So does Martinelli also have Doku tax over 30 and it's a long day?
No, under 30, that's with Doku, but with Martinelli, he's just not been great at the moment. But yeah, I think Arsenal will start Trossard actually on the left because Martinelli started against Everton. Wanyeri, I hope Saka doesn't play, but I think he will. I think he'll start him because Arteta tends to play a stronger team than what the fans always predict. Always. He played a strong team against Preston. Saka played against Preston. He came off the bench. So he's definitely going to play in this one.
Score prediction, T.
Let's go. I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1. First goal, always key in Arsenal games. Always massive. If Arsenal get the first goal, it plays into our hands a little bit. But if you get the first goal, it's right. Get to transition, be aggressive in the press, shut us down. Not hard to shut us down as long as you're structured at the moment. So, yeah, I say 2-1. I think you will get something because our changes. That's why.
Nicky?
I'm going to be quite specific. 2-2 Palace win on pens.
JC?
We're playing against 0 XG in open play United over here. So
there you go.
I'm going to say 1-0 Palace.
And Rich?
I'm going 1-1. Dean Henderson gets substituted on.
Oh,
Palace win on penalties.
Tim Krul in the World Cup.
Well, but what happens when Turner pulls a Kepa? No, I will stay
I'm
on.
not coming off.
I'll terminate his loan deal right there and then.
Who will get run out of Silas?
He'll never play in a Palace shirt ever again.
Hey guys, think about it. I know you didn't sign him directly from us, but your last 3 signings so far from Arsenal haven't been good. Turner, I know he wasn't directly coming from Forest, but yeah, Turner, Holding, and Nketiah.
I forgot Holding
about
existed,
Holding.
you know.
Hey, is Holding gonna play?
And then he's holding the bench with the 23s.
I don't know.
He's not even doing that.
He's not even on
yeah.
the bench for them.
He's not even doing. He can't get into the under 21s team. He's
Oh, Alex, you reminded me of a bad time.
I forgot.
Dead
Conga,
Dead baller.
Zambi Lakonga.
You guys liked him initially as well.
I was gassed when we got him.
Yeah. Especially when you first saw him. He
Vieira-
played well. He started. He did
Yeah.
us.
He
He
started off
started
well.
really well, and then flopped.
Yeah, Vieira had a plan for him, and then it will just. Yeah.
We need
Decore
to
got
not
injured
do
again.
business with
That's where it
Arsenal.
all went wrong. Decore got injured again, and then
You
the
could have had a
can't
milk
defend.
We've got to stop doing business with Arsenal. This is absolutely embarrassing.
Why don't why don't we do more business with Chelsea? I know they tried to scam us with Elisa, but
Yeah,
everyone we've got from Chelsea has always been okay.
I've done okay, yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea.
Oh man.
Have
yeah.
they?
Oh,
Hang
Bamford. No, Bun Bamford. Did waste, man.
Bashuai the second time around?
No, because of the first
Ooh.
time, I would allow it. Because the
The
first
first
time,
time, yeah. Mr. Cheek.
Gallagher.
That
was
was
good.
good for you.
Yeah.
You got a fat
Loftus-Cheek.
contract after you. That's what after that.
I'd love to see got into the World Cup squad because of us.
Yeah, I
Mm.
know.
Yeah.
150k he got after that.
Oh, but then you go back to Loic Remy and go, ooh.
Oh, yeah. There's a few howlers,
There's
but now you.
clangers. There's clangers everywhere.
Yes,
There's another
there is.
Arsenal reject that we forgot to mention. Yaya Sanogols.
Oh, yeah,
I rate Shamak though.
Shamak, Flamini was alright for a bit. Then got
Flamini. Yep. UK Pats just remember that.
Flamini. Anyone else? Oh, we could do a whole 11 of ex-Palace
Really
and
good.
Arsenal players. You know.
we ain't got the time for that. Say, where can everyone find?
Big up my brothers each and every time. Thank you for inviting me on. You can find me at Tariq Talks. The channel's a bit dormant at the moment, but you can follow me on Twitter as well. I'm a bit more active over there, so do appreciate you guys. And yeah, are you gonna guys do a weekend preview for the game as well? Do you think?
That's Thursday.
So it'll be a review preview, but both Arsenal.
Okay then. If you need anyone, I'm here. But yeah. Let me know. But I appreciate you guys each and every time. Love to everyone in the chat as well.
And just for clarification, it's only dormant because he hasn't done his hair yet. So
I have, look, see, look over here.
He's hesitant to take off the hat.
It's a bit messy at the moment.
There's a lack of confidence in his hairline. That's all I'm saying.
It's not the hairline; it's the hair on top, man. It's a bit wild.
So Nicky and Tariq could have a hair off.
There we go. I was about to say.
Don't put me there.
There it is. There's the hairline joke.
JC, who wins?
Don't. Yo, nah, you're gonna make me take my hat off, aren't you? Nah. Don't do this.
Rich, stop instigating. Rich, stop
I did that on purpose. And then JC's face. Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Anyway.
Wait, Nicky, I don't know why you're trying to move on. I swear I'm the only one that can stop the streaming. I've got the power, bruv.
I can as well, mate.
Are you?
Yeah.
Try.
Should we run a poll in the chat?
Yeah.
Better hairline.
Yeah. We're running this right now.
No, never. It's not going to be me. Never.
We're running this.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of love in the chat. Honestly, like, how long we know you now? It's 4 years now, isn't it?
4 years, yeah.
And stuff. And funny enough, just a bit of perspective whilst JC's doing this poll.
Yeah, the poll's up. Go voting.
Me and Tariq got invited to a Liverpool stream, and we'll just and that's how we met and stuff. And like T's family now, man. He's family, so
It's 50-50 right now.
Sure, man. You guys,
Nicky got votes.
I think
I vote-
Nicky's
I vote
logging into
T.
all his burners.
I voted T.
Hey,
So,
chat, yo, I'll be back.
I need to vote. I need to vote.
All right, 60-40.
yeah.
Oh gosh, you see this, man. See, but we all need to link up soon, man. So, very soon. I'll play football.
You need to get yes, you need to get involved in the football stuff.
It's true, man. Yeah.
So we need to make sure we set that up so that you can come down.
And JC, the skull, man, shoulder to shoulder, bang for that. For you pulling them faces. Then when Rich asked the question,
No, I think someone needs to be there for Nicky and Nate to feel better about themselves after what happened to them.
when Nate got dropped. Oh gosh.
I 42-58.
Ah.
Ridiculous, man.
Also, this is a little bit of promo for you guys. If it's not, it might not be. But are you guys doing the New Year wrap up and that still?
Respect.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be there.
Look forward to that.
There are some funny moments.
Challenge this year, though. You did a challenge as well. Was it Nicky?
That was last year.
Or was it last year? Oh,
Yeah. We do have a couple roasts that we got to get done as well.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
man.
do.
All right, I'm ending the poll in 30
Cool.
seconds.
Before that, all right, good. So in those 30 seconds, tomorrow, Nicky will be hosting a watch along. So please give him a lot of support. What was that an open invitation to be on there as well, T?
Nah, I won't be able to. I'm not at home to watch the game. So, yeah.
Thursday is the Arsenal preview, which I've just realised I can't even make. Sorry, guys. Friday is Tactical, which I'm glad I can't make because I don't do that anyway. So, JC, I owe you a beer. I'm doing a Nicky. I've done a Nicky.
Hey, Eagle Eye Christmas party happened yet?
Nah, Nicky don't work at Gravity anymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right, the vote is
Oh
closed.
my days, the comments. The comments are there. Sorry.
The votes are closed. And the votes have closed when Will comes in and when Brush comes in and when Vibes comes in. But
Zesty pirate.
here we go. The polls are in 57% to 43%. So a lot
yeah, you're not
closer
doing
than
this to
you
me.
think it was.
Vibes already done that with me. Vibes done that a long time. Never again. I'm not falling for it again. That was on a
What's that?
I'm sure it was.
T, the fans think that you have the better hairline.
Okay, thank you, fans. Thank you.
Prove it,
There we go.
prove it, prove it, prove it.
Hey, the hair's a mess, man. Yo,
He's shook.
I might have one of them trims. He just bald at the top here, just leave a little bit of hair at the
Like
side.
we said, a lack of confidence with his hairline.
Did you just say you might have a Nicky? You know.
And you can't do that. You got to end the stream, you know.
He just said
Wait.
eagle.
Wait, did you try and end the stream?
I pressed the button.
I told you, you ain't got the power. I've got the power. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Up the Palace.